And if you could just kind of explain what your role at tonight's event is going to be.
Yeah, today we're bringing together journalists, law enforcement, and the community to talk about building trust between media relations and law enforcement. And we're going to talk about the news and whose story is it, what makes news, and we're going to get perspectives from law enforcement and from the media, and we're going to hopefully have input from the community on what they think is important in the news. We're going to be sharing some insights on what law enforcement can share, what our restrictions are, what we think is important in the news, and how we work together with the media. Hopefully tonight the community will learn something about why there's only a short story when it comes to something like an investigation with law enforcement, and hopefully we'll learn something from what the community expects from us, and we can have a dialogue to help learn together and educate each other on the building of the trust between the community, us, and the media, and learning about whose story it is.
And obviously there's so many different ways that a story can go just from a press release even. From a law enforcement standpoint, where do you like to see stories kind of go?
Well, I believe in getting ahead of the story, so to speak, and communicating well, working well with media. I understand they have a job to do, as do we, and the community expects to know what's going on in their community. However, there are some things that we cannot release to compromise an investigation, and really that's in the best interest of everybody, the defendant, the victims, the community. So, there's some things that we'll discuss tonight that'll help kind of sort through those things. And in a press release, we like to give the facts. We can't give all the facts, but we think it's important as to just get one person's outside perspective that leads a story. We would prefer to have the story led by facts.
And what's kind of the biggest takeaway that you hope that just somebody from the public might take away from an event like this?
Just an understanding, where the police are coming from. I know they expect transparency, and we want to give transparency. However, there are rules, laws, things that we are restricted, and hopefully they understand and be able to ask questions on why we can't share things, and we'll give some scenarios, and there'll be an exercise tonight to kind of have them put a news story together and learn a little bit about what the media and journalisms are faced with as well.